Lesson 1, Skating is funny.
Hey Anna, that is so much fun skating and sliding down the slope.
I know, right? I feel so excited and full of energy.
Me too. I can't wait to do it again and again during these few days of vacation.
Absolutely. It's such a thrilling activity, and the snowy landscape adds to the excitement.
I agree. It's a great way to enjoy the winter weather and have a blast.
I'm glad we decided to try it. It's definitely a highlight of our vacation.
Definitely. Let's make the most of our time here and have more amazing adventures.
Absolutely, John. I'm already looking forward to our next skating session.
Count me in. We'll make unforgettable memories during this vacation.
That's the spirit. Let's keep the excitement going and make the most of every moment.
Absolutely, Anna. Let's have an amazing time.
Lesson 2, I'm heading to the grocery store.
Hi Anna, I'm heading to the grocery store. Is there anything specific you need?
Hi John, yes, we're running low on a few essentials. Don't forget the milk and eggs.
Noted, Anna. I'll make sure to grab the milk and eggs. Anything else?
We're also running low on bread. Could you please pick up a loaf?
Of course, Anna. I'll add a loaf of bread to the list. Anything else I should get?
That should be all for now, John. Thank you for helping with the groceries.
You're welcome, Anna. I'll be back shortly with everything on the list.
Great. I'll start preparing the other ingredients for our meal. See you soon, John.
See you soon, Anna. I'll make sure not to forget the milk, eggs, and bread.
Lesson 3, is there a limit to how much I can bring?
Hi Anna, I'm planning a trip and I wanted to ask about the luggage limit. Is there a limit to how much I can bring?
Hi John, yes, there is usually a limit on the amount of luggage you can bring on a trip.
I see. Is the limit the same for all airlines or does it vary?
The luggage limit can vary depending on the airline and the type of ticket you have.
So, how do I know what the specific limit is for my flight?
You can usually find the information regarding luggage limits on the airline's website or by contacting their customer service.
That makes sense. I'll make sure to check the airline's website to determine the limit for my specific flight.
That's a good idea, John. It's always better to be informed and prepared.
Is there any general rule of thumb for packing? Like, how much is considered a reasonable amount?
A reasonable amount of luggage usually includes a suitcase or bag that fits within the airline size and weight restrictions.
I'll keep that in mind while packing. I don't want to exceed the limit and face any additional fees or issues.
It's definitely a good practice to pack efficiently and avoid any unnecessary items.
Thank you for the information, Anna. I'll make sure to pack within the limits and have a smooth travel experience.
You're welcome, John. Have a great trip and enjoy your travels. Lesson 4, I've heard that the landscapes in Japan are amazing.
Hi Anna, I've been thinking about planning a vacation. I've heard that the landscapes in Japan are amazing.
Hi John, you're absolutely right. Japan is known for its stunning landscapes and natural beauty.
I've always wanted to see the cherry blossoms in full bloom. I've heard they are breathtaking.
Oh yes, the cherry blossoms in Japan are truly a sight to behold. The scenery becomes so vibrant and picturesque.
I can only imagine. It must be an incredible experience to witness nature's beauty in such a unique way.
It definitely is, John. The cherry blossoms create a magical atmosphere and signify the arrival of spring.
Are there any specific places in Japan that you would recommend for cherry blossom viewing?
Some popular destinations for cherry blossoms include Kyoto, Tokyo, and Nara. They have beautiful parks and gardens.
That sounds amazing. I'll make sure to include those places in my itinerary when I plan my trip to Japan.
I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time exploring the landscapes and immersing yourself in Japanese culture.
I'm really looking forward to it, Anna. Thank you for sharing your insights and recommendations.
You're welcome, John. I hope you have an unforgettable experience in Japan and enjoy the beauty of the cherry blossoms.
I appreciate that, Anna. I'll make sure to capture some beautiful photos to share with you when I return.
Lesson 5. Are there any destinations you have in mind?
Hi Anna, I've been looking into vacation options for us. Are there any destinations you have in mind?
Hi John, I've been doing some research too. There are several options available within our budget.
That's great to hear, Anna. It's important to find a destination that offers value for money.
Absolutely, John. I found some affordable beach destinations and also a few scenic mountain retreats.
Beach destinations sound relaxing, and mountain retreats would provide a refreshing change of scenery.
I agree, John. It depends on whether we want a laid-back beach vacation or an adventurous mountain getaway.
Let's weigh the pros and cons of each option. What are the beach destinations you found?
I found some affordable options in Mexico and Thailand. They have beautiful beaches and a variety of activities.
Mexico and Thailand both sound appealing. What about the mountain retreats? Any specific locations?
Yes, I came across some budget-friendly options in the Swiss Alps and the Colorado Rockies. They offer stunning views and outdoor adventures.
The Swiss Alps and the Colorado Rockies would provide a scenic and adventurous experience. It's a tough choice.
It is indeed, John. We should consider our preferences and the type of experience we want to have.
You're right, Anna. Let's take some time to discuss and decide together. I'm excited about our upcoming vacation.
Me too, John. I'm confident we'll find the perfect destination that fits both our desires and our budget.
Agreed, Anna. It's all about finding the right balance. Let's continue researching and discussing our options.
Sounds like a plan, John. I'm looking forward to planning an amazing vacation with you. Lesson 6. I've been thinking about going on a solo adventure.
Hi Anna, I've been thinking about going on a solo adventure. How can I plan for it?
Hi John, that sounds exciting. To plan for a solo adventure, you can start by researching your destination.
Researching the destination makes sense. What are some key things I should look for during my research?
You should look for information about the local culture, attractions, safety tips, and any necessary travel documents.
That's helpful, Anna. I'll make sure to gather all the necessary information before finalizing my destination.
Great, John. Once you've chosen your destination, you can make a detailed itinerary for your trip.
How should I go about making an itinerary? Are there any specific steps I should follow?
First, identify the must-visit places and activities in your destination. Then, allocate time for each attraction and plan your daily schedule.
I see. So, I should prioritize the places and activities that interest me the most.
Exactly, John. Creating a flexible itinerary will allow you to make the most of your solo adventure.
Are there any other important aspects I should consider when planning for a solo trip?
Yes, it's important to think about accommodation options, transportation, and budgeting for your trip.
Accommodation, transportation, and budgeting, got it. I'll make sure to plan and allocate my resources accordingly.
That's a smart approach, John. Planning ahead will help you have a smooth and enjoyable solo adventure.
Thank you for the guidance, Anna. I feel more confident now in planning my solo trip.
You're welcome, John. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time and create unforgettable memories on your solo adventure.
I appreciate your support, Anna. I can't wait to embark on this new adventure.
Lesson 7. I've been trying to establish a consistent exercise routine.
Hi Anna, I've been trying to establish a consistent exercise routine. What's your exercise routine like?
Hi John, that's great that you're prioritizing exercise. I usually do yoga in the morning.
Yoga sounds like a great way to start the day. What benefits have you experienced from practicing yoga?
Yoga helps me improve flexibility, build strength, and reduce stress. It also enhances my overall well-being.
Those are wonderful benefits, Anna. I'm interested in incorporating yoga into my routine. Any tips for beginners?
For beginners, it's important to start with beginner-friendly yoga classes or tutorials. Focus on proper alignment and listen to your body.
I'll keep that in mind, Anna. Are there any specific resources or apps you recommend for learning yoga?
There are many great resources available. Some popular apps for learning yoga include Yoga Studio, Down Dog, and Daily Yoga.
I'll check out those apps, Anna. Do you have any other favorite exercises or activities that you enjoy?
Besides yoga, I also enjoy going for walks or jogs in the park and doing strength training exercises at home.
Incorporating walks, jogs, and strength training sounds like a well rounded routine. I'll consider adding those too.
That's a great idea, John. It's good to have a mix of activities to keep your workouts interesting and target different muscle groups.
I appreciate your insights, Anna. I'm motivated to establish a consistent exercise routine now.
I'm glad to hear that, John. Remember to start gradually and listen to your body. Consistency is key for seeing results.
I'll keep that in mind, Anna. Thank you for sharing your exercise routine and providing guidance. Here's to a healthier lifestyle.
Lesson 9. I'm thinking of making a smoothie.
Hi Anna, I'm thinking of making a smoothie. Do you suggest using pineapple, mango, banana, and coconut milk?
Hi John, that combination sounds delicious. Pineapple, mango, banana, and coconut milk would make a refreshing and tropical smoothie.
I'm glad you think so, Anna. Should I add any additional ingredients or sweeteners?
You can add a squeeze of fresh lime juice for a tangy kick, or a drizzle of honey if you prefer a sweeter taste.
Lime juice and honey, got it. I'll make sure to include those in my smoothie.
That sounds perfect, John. Don't forget to blend everything until smooth and creamy.
Definitely, Anna. I'll blend it until it has a smooth and creamy consistency. Any other tips?
You can also add a handful of ice cubes to make the smoothie chilled and refreshing.
Chilled and refreshing is what I'm aiming for, Anna. I'll add some ice cubes to achieve that.
Wonderful, John. I'm sure your smoothie will turn out amazing. Enjoy.
Thank you for the suggestions, Anna. I can't wait to enjoy my tropical smoothie.
Lesson 10. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Hi Anna, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm trying my best, but sometimes the sadness just gets overwhelming.
Hi John, I'm here to listen. It's completely normal to feel overwhelmed by sadness at times. Remember, you don't have to face it alone.
Thank you, Anna. It means a lot to have someone to talk to. Sometimes it feels like the sadness is too much to handle.
I understand, John. It can be tough to deal with overwhelming emotions. It's important to give yourself permission to feel and seek support when needed.
That's reassuring to hear, Anna. What are some ways I can cope with these overwhelming feelings of sadness?
There are different coping strategies that can help. You can try talking to a trusted friend or family member, engaging in activities you enjoy, practicing self-care, or seeking professional help if needed.
I'll keep those strategies in mind, Anna. Talking to someone and engaging in activities I enjoy sound like good starting points.
Absolutely, John. Remember, taking small steps and being gentle with yourself is key. It's okay to ask for help when you need it.
I appreciate your support and understanding, Anna. It feels comforting to know that I can reach out when the sadness becomes too much.
You're welcome, John. Never hesitate to reach out. You're not alone in this, and together we can navigate through the tough times.
Thank you, Anna. Your words mean a lot to me. I'm grateful to have you as a friend.
The feeling is mutual, John. Friends are here to support each other, especially during difficult moments. We'll get through this together. Lesson 11. The dress code.
Hi Anna, I wanted to ask for your advice. Of course, what seems to be the problem?
Hi John, I'm here to help. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm invited to a formal event, and the dress code requires a tie. It's not my style, and I already have one.
I understand, John. If it's not your style, you can explore alternatives to a traditional tie. There are other options like bow ties or pocket squares that can add a touch of personality to your outfit.
That's a great suggestion, Anna. I never thought about bow ties or pocket squares. I'll consider those as alternatives.
It's good to keep an open mind and experiment with different styles. You might find something that suits your taste and still fits the event's dress code.
That's true, Anna. I'll explore different options and choose something that aligns with my personal style while still meeting the dress code requirements.
That's the spirit, John. It's important to feel comfortable and confident in what you wear.
Absolutely, Anna. Thank you for your advice and helping me think outside the box. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, John. I'm glad I could assist you. Remember, style is a personal expression, and finding what works for you is key. Good luck with your outfit choice.
Thank you again, Anna. I'll keep that in mind and make a decision that reflects my style and the event's requirements.
Lesson 12. What are some of the main modes of transportation here?
Hi Anna, I recently moved to a new city. What are some of the main modes of transportation here?
Hi John, in this city, there's a comprehensive public transportation system that includes buses, trains, and trams.
That's great to know, Anna. Are there specific apps or websites I can use to navigate the public transportation system?
Yes, there are several apps and websites available. Some popular ones include the official transportation app of the city and other third-party apps that provide real-time updates and route planning.
I'll make sure to download the official transportation app, Anna. It sounds like a convenient tool for getting around.
It's definitely useful, John. Additionally, taxis and ride-sharing services are also widely available in this city.
That's good to hear, Anna. It's reassuring to know that there are multiple transportation options to choose from.
Absolutely, John. Depending on your needs and preferences, you can select the most suitable mode of transportation for each situation.
I appreciate the information, Anna. It will certainly help me navigate the city more efficiently.
I'm glad I could assist you, John. Exploring the transportation options will make it easier for you to get around and discover the city.
Thank you for your guidance, Anna. I'm excited to start exploring and utilizing the various modes of transportation available here.
Lesson 13. I've been trying to improve my fitness level lately.
Hi Anna, I've been trying to improve my fitness level lately. What kind of exercises do you do? I've heard compound movements can be beneficial.
Hi John, I focus on compound movements as well. They engage multiple muscle groups at once and are great for overall strength and coordination. Some examples include squats, deadlifts, and bench presses.
That's interesting, Anna. I've heard about those exercises. Are there any other compound movements you recommend?
Absolutely, John. Pull-ups, lunges, and overhead presses are also effective compound exercises that target various muscle groups.
I'll keep those in mind, Anna. It sounds like incorporating compound movements into my routine will be beneficial for my overall fitness.
Definitely, John. Compound exercises help build functional strength and improve body composition. They're time efficient too.
That's a plus, Anna. I'm always looking for efficient ways to make the most out of my workouts.
It's great that you're motivated to improve your fitness, John. Remember to listen to your body, start with proper form, and gradually increase intensity.
Thank you for the advice, Anna. I'll make sure to prioritize proper form and gradually progress in my workouts.
You're welcome, John. Enjoy your fitness journey, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions.
I appreciate that, Anna. I'll keep you updated on my progress. Here's to a healthier and stronger future.
Lesson 14: The terms and conditions of this new app.
Hi Anna, I've been reading through the terms and conditions of this new app. Yes, I've analyzed them thoroughly.
Hi John, that's great. It's always a good idea to read and understand the terms and conditions before using any new app or service.
I agree, Anna. It's important to know what I'm agreeing to and what my rights and responsibilities are.
Absolutely, John. Did you come across any specific points or concerns while analyzing the terms and conditions?
Well, I noticed some clauses regarding data collection and privacy. I wanted to make sure I understood how my personal information will be used and protected.
That's a valid concern, John. Understanding the app's data collection and privacy practices is crucial for safeguarding your information.
Definitely, Anna. I took the time to go through those sections in detail to ensure I'm comfortable with how my data will be handled.
It's great that you're proactive about protecting your privacy, John. If you have any further questions or doubts, you can always reach out to the app support team for clarification.
That's a good suggestion, Anna. I'll keep that in mind if any additional questions arise. It's better to be informed than to assume.
Absolutely, John. Being informed empowers you as a user. I'm glad you took the time to analyze the terms and conditions thoroughly.
Thank you, Anna. It's important to me to make informed decisions, especially when it comes to my personal data. I appreciate your support.
You're welcome, John. I'm here to support you. If you need any further assistance or have more questions, feel free to ask.
I will, Anna. Your guidance and support mean a lot to me. Thank you again for your help.
Lesson 15: I've been looking for a new apartment.
Hi Anna, I've been looking for a new apartment. Yes, I scheduled a few viewings for this weekend. Hopefully, I'll find something I like.
Hi John, that's great. Viewing multiple apartments will give you a better idea of what's available and help you make an informed decision.
I agree, Anna. It's important to explore different options and consider various factors before making a decision.
Definitely, John. When you're viewing the apartments, make sure to take note of important features like the layout, amenities, and location.
That's a good point, Anna. I'll make sure to pay attention to those aspects and see if they align with my preferences and needs.
It's also a good idea to ask questions about any specific requirements or concerns you have, such as pet policies or parking availability.
I'll keep that in mind, Anna. Asking questions will help me gather all the necessary information to make an informed choice.
That's the right approach, John. Take your time, compare the pros and cons of each apartment, and trust your instincts.
Thank you for the advice, Anna. I'll approach the viewings with a clear mindset and trust myself to make the best decision.
You're welcome, John. I'm confident you'll find a great apartment that suits your needs. Good luck with the viewings.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate your support. I'll keep you updated on how it goes and hopefully, I'll soon find the perfect place to call home.
Lesson 16. I've been researching potential business opportunities.
Hi Anna, I've been researching potential business opportunities. We have a proven track record in similar ventures. What are your requirements for considering a new business venture?
Hi John, that's impressive that we have a proven track record in similar ventures. When considering a new business venture, I look for a few key requirements.
What are those requirements, Anna? I'm curious to know what factors you prioritize when evaluating a potential business opportunity.
Well, one important requirement is a viable market. I want to ensure there is a demand for the product or service we plan to offer.
That makes sense, Anna. A strong market demand is crucial for the success and sustainability of any business venture.
Absolutely, John. Another requirement is a competitive advantage. I look for unique selling points or aspects that set the business apart from competitors.
Having a competitive advantage can definitely give us an edge in the market, Anna. It's important to offer something valuable and distinct to attract customers.
Yes, it's essential to differentiate ourselves, John. Additionally, I also consider the financial feasibility and potential profitability of the venture.
Financial feasibility and profitability are crucial considerations, Anna. We need to ensure that the business can generate sustainable revenue and profits.
That's right, John. Lastly, I also take into account the resources and capabilities we have available to support the new venture.
It's important to assess our resources and capabilities to determine if we have the necessary means to execute the business plan effectively, Anna.
Exactly, John. By considering these requirements, we can increase the likelihood of success and make informed business decisions.
I appreciate your insights, Anna. It's helpful to have a clear set of requirements when evaluating new business opportunities. Let's keep these in mind as we explore potential ventures.
Definitely, John. I'm excited to see what opportunities lie ahead for us. Let's leverage our experience and make smart choices for our next venture. Lesson 17. I've been traveling a lot lately.
Hi Anna, I've been traveling a lot lately, and I've learned some valuable lessons. From your experiences, is there any advice you can give me?
Hi John, definitely. One important lesson I've learned is to always carry a copy of important documents when traveling.
That's a great tip, Anna. Having copies of important documents can be a lifesaver in case of emergencies or unexpected situations.
Absolutely, John. It's a good idea to have copies of your passport, identification, travel itinerary, and any other essential documents.
I'll make sure to do that, Anna. It's better to be prepared and have duplicates rather than relying solely on the originals.
Another useful tip is to keep digital copies of important documents on your phone or in a secure cloud storage service.
That's a smart approach, Anna. Storing digital copies can provide an additional layer of backup and accessibility.
Yes, John. In case of loss or theft, having digital copies can help you quickly access the necessary information and report the incident.
I appreciate the advice, Anna. It's important to be proactive and take precautions when traveling to ensure a smooth and hassle-free experience.
You're welcome, John. I'm glad I could share some helpful tips. Remember to keep the copies in a separate location from the originals for added security.
That's a good reminder, Anna. I'll make sure to keep the copies in a safe place, separate from the originals.
Great! I hope these tips will come in handy during your travels, John. Enjoy your adventures and stay safe.
Thank you, Anna. I'll keep these lessons in mind and make the most of my travels. Your advice is truly valuable to me.
Lesson 18. I've been looking at prices for our upcoming trip.
Hi Anna, I've been looking at prices for our upcoming trip. They're great. Well, you do that, and I'll pack some essential items.
Hi John, that's fantastic news about the prices. It's always a relief when we can find good deals for our travels.
Definitely, Anna. Saving money on travel expenses allows us to allocate our budget to other enjoyable experiences during the trip.
Absolutely, John. While you're packing, make sure to include essentials like clothes suitable for the weather, toiletries, and any necessary medications.
That's a good reminder, Anna. Packing the right items ensures we're prepared and comfortable throughout our journey.
Additionally, don't forget to pack any electronic devices and their chargers, as well as any travel adapters you might need.
Right, Anna. It's important to have our electronics charged and ready to use, especially if we rely on them for navigation or communication.
Exactly, John. It's also a good idea to pack a small first aid kit with basic medical supplies like band-aids and pain relievers.
I'll add that to my list, Anna. Having a first aid kit gives us peace of mind in case of minor injuries or health issues.
Lastly, don't forget to pack any travel documents you'll need, such as passports, visas, or travel insurance information.
Absolutely, Anna. Travel documents are essential, and we should double check to ensure we have them before leaving.
Great! Now that we have everything covered, we can focus on enjoying our trip and making lasting memories.
Thank you for the reminders, Anna. I'll make sure to pack everything we need for a smooth and enjoyable journey. Let's have a fantastic trip together.
You're welcome, John. I'm excited for our trip too. Let's make the most of it and have an amazing time. Lesson 19. I think we should extend the deadline.
Hi Anna, considering the volume of work we have, I think we should extend the deadline.
Hi John, I agree. With the amount of work we need to complete, extending the deadline would allow us to deliver a high-quality outcome.
Definitely, Anna. It's important to prioritize quality over rushing to meet an unrealistic deadline.
Absolutely, John. By extending the deadline, we can allocate more time for thorough planning, execution, and review.
That's a wise approach, Anna. It's better to take the necessary time to ensure our work is well thought out and meets the desired standards.
Moreover, extending the deadline would provide us with more flexibility to address any unexpected challenges or revisions that may arise.
You're right, Anna. It's always good to have some buffer time to handle unforeseen circumstances that could affect the project.
Additionally, extending the deadline can help us maintain a healthy work-life balance and prevent excessive stress or burnout.
That's an important consideration, Anna. Taking care of our well being and maintaining a sustainable pace is crucial for long term productivity.
Absolutely, John. It's essential to find a balance that allows us to deliver excellent results while taking care of ourselves.
I'll discuss the possibility of extending the deadline with the project stakeholders, Anna. I believe they will understand the need for additional time.
That sounds like a good plan, John. Open communication and transparency are key when discussing deadline extensions with stakeholders.
Thank you for your input, Anna. Your perspective and insights are valuable in making informed decisions. Let's work together to achieve the best possible outcome.
You're welcome, John. I'm glad I could contribute. I'm confident that with our collaborative efforts, we'll deliver outstanding results. Let's get to work. Lesson 20. I've been considering transportation options for our upcoming trip.
Hi Anna, I've been considering transportation options for our upcoming trip. I prefer public transportation. Is the bus system reliable here?
Hi John, public transportation is a convenient choice. The bus system here is generally reliable, but it does have its ups and downs.
I see, Anna. Can you tell me more about the reliability of the bus system? Are there any specific factors to consider?
Well, John, the reliability of the bus system can vary depending on factors like traffic conditions and the time of day.
That makes sense, Anna. I suppose it's important to plan our travel accordingly and consider potential delays during peak hours.
Exactly, John. It's a good idea to check the bus schedules and allow some extra time in case of any unexpected delays.
I'll keep that in mind, Anna. Being prepared and flexible with our schedules will help us navigate the bus system more effectively.
Additionally, it's worth noting that some bus routes may be more reliable than others due to differences in frequency and demand.
Good point, Anna. We can research and identify the bus routes that are known for their reliability and frequency of service.
Absolutely, John. It's always beneficial to gather information and plan our routes in advance to ensure smooth and timely travel.
I appreciate the insights, Anna. Public transportation can be a cost-effective and eco-friendly option, so it's great to know about the reliability of the bus system.
You're welcome, John. I'm glad I could provide some information. Let's make the most of the public transportation options available and enjoy our trip.
Agreed, Anna. By utilizing public transportation, we can have a more immersive and sustainable travel experience. Let's embrace the adventure.
Lesson 21. I've been thinking about our next weekend plan.
Hi Anna, I've been thinking about our next weekend plan. Do you have any specific ideas in mind?
Hi John, well, I was thinking about exploring a nearby hiking trail. It could be a great way to enjoy nature and get some exercise.
That sounds wonderful, Anna. I enjoy hiking, and it's a refreshing way to spend time outdoors. Which trail were you considering?
I heard about a trail called Cascade Path. It's known for its beautiful scenery and moderate difficulty level. It seems like a good fit for us.
That sounds perfect, Anna. Moderate difficulty would be enjoyable, and we can take our time to appreciate the surroundings. Do you know how long the trail is?
Yes, the Cascade Path is approximately 5 miles long, so it should be a manageable distance for a day hike.
Great! I'll make sure to pack some water, snacks, and sunscreen. Is there anything else we should bring along for the hike?
It's always a good idea to have a small backpack with some essentials like a first aid kit, a map or trail guide, and a fully charged phone for emergencies.
Good thinking, Anna. Safety and preparedness are important when going on a hike. I'll make sure to gather those items before we head out.
Excellent. We can also check the weather forecast closer to the date to ensure we dress appropriately and bring any necessary extra layers.
That's a good point, Anna. Being aware of the weather conditions will help us stay comfortable throughout the hike.
I'm glad you're on board with the hiking idea, John. I think it'll be a fun and invigorating way to spend our weekend.
Absolutely, Anna. Exploring nature and challenging ourselves with a hike sounds like a perfect weekend plan. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, John. Let's make it a memorable hiking adventure. I'm excited to hit the trail with you. Lesson 22. Do you have any recommendations on packing?
Hi Anna, I'm planning for our upcoming trip. Do you have any recommendations on packing?
Hi John, one of my top recommendations is to pack light. Traveling with less baggage can make our trip more convenient and enjoyable.
That's a great suggestion, Anna. Packing light can save us from the hassle of carrying heavy bags and allow more flexibility during our travels.
Absolutely, John. Another tip is to bring clothes that can be layered. This way, we can adjust our outfits based on the weather or temperature changes.
Layering makes sense, Anna. It gives us the flexibility to adapt to different climates or environments without overpacking.
Exactly, John. It's also helpful to bring clothes that are quick drying, especially for activities that may involve water or unexpected rain.
Good point, Anna. Quick drying clothes can be a lifesaver when we need to wash or dry them during our trip. It saves time and keeps us comfortable.
Additionally, consider versatile pieces that can be mixed and matched to create different outfits. This helps maximize the usage of our limited wardrobe.
That's a smart approach, Anna. Having versatile clothing options allows us to create different looks without packing excessive items.
Don't forget to pack essentials like comfortable shoes, toiletries, and any necessary medications. These items can greatly enhance our travel experience.
Absolutely, Anna. Comfortable shoes are a must for exploring, and having necessary toiletries and medications ensures we have what we need.
Lastly, remember to check any specific dress codes or cultural norms of the destinations we'll be visiting. This can help us pack appropriately.
Good reminder, Anna. Being respectful of local customs and adhering to dress code shows cultural sensitivity and helps us blend in.
I'm glad you found these recommendations helpful, John. Packing light and smart can make our trip more comfortable and stress-free.
Thank you, Anna. Your suggestions will definitely make a difference in how we pack for our trip. Let's pack light and enjoy our adventure to the fullest.
Lesson 23. I'm considering visiting a coastal town.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about going on a trip. That sounds exciting. Where are you thinking of going?
Hi John, I'm considering visiting a coastal town. I've heard it's beautiful and has stunning beaches.
That sounds amazing, Anna. Coastal towns often offer a relaxing and picturesque getaway. Which specific town are you thinking of?
I'm looking into visiting a town called Seaside Cove. It's known for its charming atmosphere, scenic coastline, and vibrant local culture.
Seaside Cove sounds like a perfect destination, Anna. I've heard great things about it too. When are you planning to go?
I'm thinking of going next month, during the off-peak season. It should be less crowded, and we can enjoy a more peaceful experience.
That's a smart decision, Anna. Going during the off-peak season allows us to avoid crowds and potentially get better deals on accommodations.
Absolutely, John. Plus, we'll have a better chance to fully immerse ourselves in the local culture and enjoy the beauty of the town.
Have you researched any specific activities or attractions in Seaside Cove that we shouldn't miss?
Yes, there are plenty of things to do. We can explore the beaches, try out water sports, visit local museums, and indulge in fresh seafood.
That sounds like a fantastic itinerary, Anna. I'm particularly excited about trying the local seafood. I've heard it's delicious in coastal towns.
Definitely, John. We can savor the flavors of the sea and experience the coastal lifestyle to the fullest. It's going to be a memorable trip.
I'm thrilled about this trip, Anna. Let's start planning our accommodations and activities. I can't wait to explore Seaside Cove with you.
I feel the same way, John. Let's make this trip a reality and create lasting memories. It's going to be an incredible adventure. Lesson 24. I've been brainstorming some marketing strategies for our new product.
Hey Anna, I've been brainstorming some marketing strategies for our new product. I think partnering with micro-influencers would be effective.
Hi John, that's a great idea. Micro-influencers have a dedicated and engaged audience, which can help us reach our target market more effectively.
Exactly, Anna. Their smaller but highly engaged following often brings more authenticity and trust to the recommendations they make.
I agree, John. Micro-influencers are often seen as more relatable and trustworthy by their followers, which can positively impact our brand perception.
Additionally, partnering with micro-influencers allows us to target specific niche markets and reach a more focused audience.
That's a significant advantage, John. By partnering with micro-influencers who align with our brand values and target audience, we can ensure that our message resonates with the right people.
It's also worth considering that collaborating with micro-influencers can be more cost-effective compared to working with larger influencers or celebrities.
Absolutely, John. Micro-influencers tend to charge lower fees or may even be open to product exchanges, making it a more budget-friendly option for our marketing strategy.
Another benefit is that micro-influencers often have higher engagement rates on their content, which means our product will likely receive more attention and generate more buzz.
That's a crucial point, John. Higher engagement means increased visibility, which can lead to greater brand awareness and potential customer conversions.
I'm glad we're on the same page, Anna. Partnering with micro-influencers seems like an effective marketing strategy to promote our new product.
Definitely, John. Let's start researching and identifying micro-influencers who are a good fit for our brand. I'm excited to see the impact they can have on our marketing efforts. Lesson 25. Do you know if there's an entrance fee for these attractions?
Hey Anna, I've been looking into the attractions we want to visit during our trip. Do you know if there's an entrance fee for these attractions?
Hi John, yes, some of them may have an entrance fee. It's common for popular attractions to charge a fee to maintain and preserve the site.
That makes sense, Anna. Paying an entrance fee helps support the upkeep of the attractions and ensures they can be enjoyed by visitors for years to come.
Absolutely, John. It's important to consider these fees as part of our travel budget and plan accordingly.
Do you happen to know if there are any attractions that offer free admission or have discounted rates?
Yes, some attractions may have specific days or times when they offer free admission or discounted rates. It's worth checking their official websites or contacting them directly for such information.
That's a good idea, Anna. Taking advantage of free admission or discounted rates can help us save money without compromising on the experiences.
Additionally, we can also look into purchasing attraction passes or city cards that provide access to multiple attractions at a discounted price.
I hadn't thought of that, Anna. Buying attraction passes can be a cost-effective option if we plan to visit several attractions within a specific area.
Exactly, John. These passes often offer convenience and savings, especially if we have a packed itinerary and want to make the most of our time.
Thanks for the insight, Anna. It's important to consider the entrance fees and explore different options to make our trip more budget-friendly.
You're welcome, John. Planning ahead and being mindful of the costs associated with attractions can help us have a well-prepared and enjoyable trip.
Let's make sure we research the entrance fees and available discounts for the attractions we want to visit. It'll help us plan our itinerary and budget accordingly.
Absolutely, John. By doing so, we can make the most of our trip and ensure we have memorable experiences without any surprises. Lesson 26. Have you noticed how open and spacious this room feels?
Hey Anna, have you noticed how open and spacious this room feels?
Yes, I have, John. I think it's because of the large windows and high ceilings.
Absolutely, Anna. The ample natural light coming through the windows creates a sense of openness and makes the room feel more inviting.
I agree, John. Natural light has a way of making spaces feel larger and brighter, which contributes to the overall spaciousness.
The high ceilings also play a significant role. They give the room a sense of grandeur and create a feeling of airiness.
That's true, John. Higher ceilings draw the eye upward, making the room feel more expansive and adding to the overall sense of openness.
I've always appreciated rooms with these architectural features. They make such a difference in how a space feels and can enhance the overall ambience.
I feel the same way, John. These design elements can transform a room and make it a more enjoyable place to spend time in.
It's interesting how the combination of natural light, large windows, and high ceilings can create such a pleasant and spacious atmosphere.
Definitely, John. It's a testament to how thoughtful design choices can impact the way we perceive and experience a space.
I'm glad we have a room like this. It feels so open and spacious because of these elements. It's truly a great place to relax and unwind.
Lesson 27. I'm going grocery shopping later.
Hi Anna, I'm going grocery shopping later. Is there anything specific you need?
Hi John, yes, we're running low on a few items. I'll make a list for you.
Okay, got it. I'll make sure to get everything on the list.
Thank you, John. Here's the list: eggs, milk, bread, and some fresh fruits and vegetables.
Noted, Anna. I'll make sure to pick up those items.
Great. Oh, and don't forget to grab some chicken breasts as well.
Sure thing, Anna. I'll add chicken breasts to the list.
Do you need any help carrying the groceries when you come back?
That would be helpful, Anna. I'll let you know when I'm on my way so you can meet me at the door.
Sounds good, John. I'll be ready to help you with the bags.
Thanks, Anna. I appreciate your assistance. I'll see you shortly.
Looking forward to it, John. Safe shopping. Lesson 28. I heard you're starting a new fitness routine.
Hi Anna, I heard you're starting a new fitness routine. That's a smart move.
Hi John, yes, I want to prioritize my health and get in shape. I believe a healthy diet complements my fitness goals.
Absolutely, Anna. Eating nutritious food will provide your body with the fuel it needs to perform at its best.
I'm planning to incorporate more fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins into my meals.
That's a great approach, Anna. These foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients.
I also want to cut back on processed foods and sugary drinks. I think it will make a positive difference.
You're absolutely right, Anna. Reducing processed foods and sugary drinks can improve your overall well-being.
I'm excited to experiment with new healthy recipes and discover delicious alternatives to unhealthy snacks.
That's the spirit, Anna. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. There are plenty of tasty and nutritious options out there.
I'm glad you think so, John. It's motivating to know that I can enjoy food while still making healthy choices.
Definitely, Anna. It's important to have a balanced approach that incorporates both enjoyment and nourishment.
I'm looking forward to this journey towards a healthier lifestyle, John. I appreciate your support.
You're welcome, Anna. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's strive for a healthier and happier future together.
Lesson 29. Most cities have well-connected bus or metro systems.
Hi Anna, I've been thinking about transportation options in different cities. Definitely, most cities have well-connected bus or metro systems, right?
Hi John, you're absolutely right. Many cities have efficient and well-connected bus or metro systems that make commuting easier for residents and visitors.
That's good to know, Anna. It's reassuring to have reliable public transportation options when exploring a new city.
Absolutely, John. Public transportation can be a convenient and cost-effective way to get around, especially in urban areas with heavy traffic.
I agree, Anna. It's often more efficient to use public transportation instead of dealing with the hassle of finding parking or sitting in traffic.
Definitely, John. Plus, using public transportation can also be more environmentally friendly, reducing individual carbon footprints.
That's a great point, Anna. It's important to consider the impact of our transportation choices on the environment.
Absolutely, John. By opting for public transportation, we can contribute to reducing congestion and air pollution in cities.
I'll definitely keep that in mind, Anna. When I travel to new places, I'll make sure to explore the public transportation options available.
That's a wise approach, John. Public transportation can provide a unique perspective and experience of the city.
I'm looking forward to it, Anna. Thank you for highlighting the benefits of using public transportation. It's something I'll prioritize in my future travels.
You're welcome, John. Enjoy your future adventures and make the most of the public transportation systems wherever you go. Safe travels.
Thank you again, Anna. I appreciate your insights and well wishes. I'll make sure to have enjoyable and sustainable travels.
Lesson 30. I heard you've taken up painting as a hobby.
Hi Anna, I heard you've taken up painting as a hobby. That sounds fascinating.
Hi John, yes, I recently started painting and it has been a wonderful creative outlet for me.
That's great, Anna. Exploring your artistic side can be a fulfilling and enjoyable experience.
It really is, John. I find it calming and therapeutic to express myself through colors and brushstrokes.
I can see why, Anna. Painting allows you to unleash your imagination and create something unique.
Exactly, John. It's amazing how a blank canvas can turn into a beautiful piece of art.
I've never tried painting before, but hearing your experience makes me consider starting my own artistic journey.
That's wonderful to hear, John. Painting can be a great way to relax, de-stress, and discover new talents.
I think it would be a refreshing change from my usual routine. I might give it a try soon.
I encourage you to do so, John. You never know what hidden talents you might uncover.
I appreciate the encouragement, Anna. I'll start gathering the necessary materials and give painting a shot.
That's the spirit, John. Enjoy the process and let your creativity flow. I'm excited to see your artwork.
Thank you, Anna. I'm looking forward to exploring this new hobby and sharing my artistic journey with you.
Lesson 8. I'm in the process of applying for a visa.
Hi Anna, I'm in the process of applying for a visa. How can I check the status of my application?
Hi John, to check the status of your application, you can either go online or contact the embassy or consulate you applied to.
Going online sounds convenient. What website or platform should I use to check my application status?
The embassy or consulate's website usually has a dedicated section where you can track your application status. Look for the visa services or application tracking page.
That makes sense, Anna. I'll visit the embassy or consulate's website and search for the application tracking section.
That's a good plan, John. Once you find the tracking section, you may need to enter your application reference number or other details to access your status.
I'll make sure to have my application reference number handy, Anna. Are there any other ways to check the status?
If you prefer, you can also contact the embassy or consulate directly. They will be able to provide you with the most accurate and up-to-date information.
I'll keep that in mind, Anna. It's good to know that I have multiple options to check my application status.
Absolutely, John. It's always a good idea to stay informed about the progress of your application.
Thank you for the guidance, Anna. I'll follow your suggestions and keep track of my visa application.
You're welcome, John. I hope everything goes smoothly with your application. Best of luck.
I appreciate that, Anna. I'll stay proactive and keep an eye on my application.